Okay, so in the textbook, it suggests that personal pronouns are essential to effective language use, which I completely agree with. I think that when you're using or when you're telling a story, when you're talking to somebody, it's always like a good thing to use like the pronouns I, us, me, we. And I feel like I am very comfortable using those pronouns when I'm talking to someone because I feel like it makes like sense, like it just makes a lot of sense to talk to somebody when you're using pronouns. So I'll like use if I'm telling a story about me and my friend, like I'll use we. If I'm telling a story about myself, I'll use I, me, like yeah, like so I do feel very pretty comfortable talking speaking. I mean, sometimes I get a little nervous when I'm talking to somebody that I just met, or like if I'm like doing like a public presentation in front of like a lot of people that I don't know. But if I'm like comfortable around them, then I really like I usually am fine speaking in front of others. Okay. And so the next question is, when used effectively, how can the usage of personal pronouns assist you? So in the textbook it was telling us that if you use it appropriately, it will make your ideas more intense, and the presentation that you are giving, if you're giving a presentation, it will make it as like you can picture it a little bit better. Like, like if I'm giving a presentation about like sharks, I'll be like, I am scared of sharks, so like you can like picture me like swimming away from a shark or something like that. Like, like it just makes it more useful, I feel like, in a presentation. Like, but there's also ways that it can work against you, and that's if you use it like inappropriately. Like, like if you use like, oh, like i'm not I'm not really sure like how, let me see, when you're using pronouns. Yeah, I mean there's obviously ways that you can use different languages inappropriately, but um I feel like usually like there, unless like you're like saying like something like really inappropriate and like like you're being like offensive and stuff, I feel like other than that, like that's really the only really way that you could possibly be like doing that in a, like you could be using that in the wrong way. Because other than that, like you just like you're telling a story, you're presenting, like you using those pronouns isn't really gonna do anything besides make your presentation more accurate and like more vivid and stuff.